Hey everyone, today I'm going to share a talk that I gave to Volta at their generative AI events. Volta is located in Halifax, Nova Scotia. They host monthly and sometimes bi-monthly generative AI events. And there's one that particularly happened that I spoke at, and I talked about MCP servers. So today I'm going to share that with you. So the title of my talk was Supercharging Your Workflow, and for this talk I'm going to show you how to combine your apps with AI via MCP servers. So let's get started. So I'm Sam Silver. I am a software fanatic. I just love building software, whether it's in my professional career or even on my part-time. I use AI daily, so whether that's for actually writing code or just like playing productivity, I use it for that as well. You can also find me in the rock wall too. When I'm not on the rock wall, I'm probably falling off it or coding. So for this talk, I'm going to go through a bit on AI history. Then I'll go into what is MCP, and then I'll show you a little demo on the MCP in action. So for AI history, now don't worry about history here. It's not a history class. History in AI context means just a couple months ago. And so in the far past, or just a couple months ago, a user would typically talk to an AI agent, get some information, like transform some information, and then run out to a bunch of other sources and potentially use that information. So for me, for example, I would normally ask AI to help me generate some descriptions on YouTube videos, and then I go to YouTube and post that. Or even the other way around, where I would actually do an internet search, take a bunch of information, and then put it into ChatGPT and distill that or transform it. So this involved a lot of context switching. I went from AI to other applications, and it was kind of back and forth. This was until tool calling became a thing. So OpenAI introduced tool calling into their LLM APIs. So now developers could actually provide the LLMs with functions that it could call. And these LLMs would then actually try to use those functions if it felt the need to. And now these functions would look like maybe like fetching resources. So either like doing like a internet search or maybe like a database query, or even like activating something. And OpenAI actually uses this in their products through ChatGPT. They use ChatGPT and they added in the internet search feature and also the generative image feature as well. So as a user, you could talk to ChatGPT and have it search the internet, pull in new context, transform it, and then generate it to like an image. This was all great and dandy, and developers got to work with this tool calling functionality, but everyone was kind of doing it in silos. It was very catered towards just the OpenAI environment, and there wasn't a lot of compatibility between developers in making like a standard solution. And this is there's like so many cables from it actually. So yeah, everyone started making their own kind of integrations with these tool calling capabilities. And it was really hard to like take one model and then substitute it for another if you're doing tool calling. And also, so it kind of made this effect of like having a bunch of different kind of USB cables and not knowing which one connects into what source. Now this is until Anthropic came and saved the day. They said, nah, this is not going to happen. And they decided to make the Model Context Protocol, which is an open source standard, almost like a USB-C cable. Now, the Model Context Protocol allowed developers to connect AI to tools and resources in a standardized way. This allowed developers to wrap the applications in almost like GIFs, and it created this nice bow around their applications and allowed LLMs to interact with them. And yeah, it was really easy for a developer to do because now they had one standard way to provide a layer of an AI to interact with their application. It's very much like creating an API, but just for specifically for LLMs. So this shows a diagram of what Model Context Protocol allows. Kind of allows all these different tools, different apps to create this MCP layer around their application or around their API, and then have different AIs talk to it. So this AI term here, it can be a substitute for any kind of LLM. So whether that's like GPT-4o, DeepSeek R1, like Claude, anything with like a tool calling capability, it allows you to substitute with that AI text. And then that AI can then talk to all these applications and then do things for you. So now you are no longer the bottleneck as a person using like ChatGPT. You're no longer talking to AI and then getting information, and then you yourself go into your applications and using that information. You can actually just use AI to generate information and then post it out towards your applications, which in my opinion, I think is pretty big. So I'm going to show you that in a demo and show you kind of what that looks like. So here we have Claude, and it's connected to some of my MCP servers. So I in particular want to I'm curious about some news sources today, so I'm going to ask it to fetch my news from my email and give me a summary on some AI stuff. Ooh. Get my latest news emails from TLDR, and please pick out any AI related things. So now it's going to go through and search TLDR, and it's just searching through my email right now, my Gmail. And I typically get these TLDR news source emails, which are a great kind of tidbits of a news that I want to keep up to date with. I like using ChatGPT here. I like using Claude mixed with this email fetching capability, because it allows me to get like a lot of these emails and then do summaries on particular things that I'm interested in. So here it gives me a bunch of information. And now I can of course go through here and kind of read all this, but I'm mainly interested in here, this Anthropic Economic Index. So I'm gonna ask it to search more into it and tell me a bit more about it. The Anthropic Economic Index seems really interesting. Please do a deeper search on that and give me more information. And now this is going to use another MCP server to actually do a search on the internet. Now this is built into Claude, so everyone's going to have this, but it does a search, and then it gives me some more information. So here it's an initiative launched by Anthropic on February 2025. And there's some key findings here. So yeah, it gives me a deep research. I keep on going into this, but for now I'm really interested in these key findings. So I'm going to ask it to condense it even more. Could you condense the key findings a little bit more for me? So I'm going to keep on kind of going through Claude here and transforming this information until it's something that I'm happy with. All right, so yeah, this is kind of interesting. So it gives me this list of distribution of AI usage across industries. So I actually want to post this distribution of AI usage across industries to my peers. So I'm going to make a LinkedIn post out of this. I'm going to then again ask it to transform it into a LinkedIn post. Could you take the distribution of AI usage across industries key points and make a short LinkedIn post out of it? Don't post anything yet, just make a little draft. Now it's going to further condense that down and make me a nice little post. Cool. So add some emojis, added some interesting text to it. This looks good to me. Now I'm going to generate an image for this now by using another MCP server. Please create an image of a person talking to a robot and the robot making content. Please make it a happy image. So now I'm going to use another MCP server to generate an image, and this is going to provide a prompt here, and it's going to take a little bit and pop up with an image. Cool. So yeah, that looks like a good image, and great. So now that we have the image and we have this LinkedIn post, I'm going to post it with the image. Could you now make a LinkedIn post with the content you made and also an image you made? Great. Now it's going to go through and make a post. And I'm going to allow it to make the post. And there we go. I'll post it to my LinkedIn. Now let's check my LinkedIn. Sure enough, it's posted. All right, so back to the slides. So now, if you're interested in any of that demo, there's actually a QR code that can be scanned to join a waitlist for a curated set of MCP servers that allow you to gain some more time back and interface with your apps via an AI. If you are a developer and willing to take a bit more of a technical dive, you can look up GitHub MCP servers. There are a lot of open source stuff out there that is ready to be used. A word of caution there, though, that there is a security risk, especially if you don't really read the code and if you don't understand what's going on. You might want to first take a dive into these MCP servers before you install them and get them running. So here's a Q&A of the talk. Now, if you guys have any questions, just drop them down in the comments below. And if you like the video, please give it a like and subscribe for some more content.